not only is there a spot at Capcom Cup here, but taking a look at the points from the World Warrior events, right? Angrybird is currently sitting in first place with 190 points. Big Bird immediately at second place with 170. He's still within earshot of falling short to GTR, who has 125 points. There's only a couple of events left in the World Warrior spots for the Middle East.
True.
So this is very significant, right? If Angrybird falls short against Big Bird, he will still have a very significant lead against the rest of the community for the World Warrior event. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out between the birds.
Yeah, we'll see who has to resort to that option. When they have played the Slash and Dash World Warrior events, it's mostly been Angrybird getting the W. He's been the one to get the win, except for in, I believe it was in August, where the W came through from Big Bird. So far, recently, at least this year, Angrybird's kind of been the lead against his brother, at least in terms of the World Warrior events. Overall, when they play, though, if we speak about history, I think they've been pretty even. Maybe Angrybird's been a little bit more in terms of getting the W's, at least recently, between the two. But again, these are two players that play each other so often, so consistently, that it's hard to hide, tech. It's hard to hide your intentions with the characters. So I'm sure that Big Bird has been watching Angrybird playing with him. He's like, okay, this is how you like to play. And the same goes for the other side of things. So you really have to bring something different with it. This is grand finals of the Middle East top 8. Someone will be solidified in that seat to play at Capcom Cup.
Representing themselves for the Middle East, this is the finale between the birds. Only one can move on. The other has to win via World Warrior. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, game one, Angrybird already off to a pretty significant detriment, actually, against Big Bird. A lot of the counter folks coming in and finding success, but now the big confirm off of the low forward against Big Bird. And speaking of low forward confirm, not as big a damage as we thought, but here we go. Still the counter pokes coming in, quick succession.
That could have been done. EXTB, either way. The cap. But I do like the fears coming through from Big Bird. I mean, he's looking for that crouching kick option, and that button seems to delete that off the table for a little bit. The reversal to stave off the plus frames, the activation.
Oof. And still the counter pokes coming in so effective from Big Bird, dashing out of the throw range. Angrybird has a tough hill to climb. Unless he gets stuffed out first, that trigger no longer a threat. One light away, or actually make it two.
One light kicking you through, off the crouching addition. Good stuff for Big Bird to route it back and not get caught like that with the back throw. Fantastic, and I like him turning it, but not enough to overextend and finding a button against that crouching kick who had been doing him dirty the entire time in the Winners Finals.
Oof. No confirms, but we do see it from Angrybird off the low forward, really maximizing the capabilities here off of that single hit. Big Bird still looking for that low forward EX flash duck, unless he's saving meter intentionally.
Again, the poke came with the fireballs. EX gets the knockdown. Big Bird doesn't advance too far. Also walk him down with the passing with the normals. Walking a lot more confidence in general. As soon as I say that, got caught with the 5-piece DP. Fade away and played. Nice shimmy. Again. We saw this move before. We saw this before.
What is that, like 4 times? 3-4 times in a row?
That's
Jesus.
your brother. You gonna shimmy your brother like that?
Oh, yeah. You're gonna learn the hard way.
You're gonna learn today.
You're gonna practice wrestling moves on your siblings, man, or your cousins? That's exactly what this is. Ooh. Ooh-wee.
Guns rising. Think we're going to be looking for an activation, maybe off a medium kick, but that's what Angrybird's looking out for too as well. EX will find the hit confirm to stay solid. And the chaser and the throw. Knuckle sandwich.
I love that buff for standing light kick, preventing Angrybird from moving forward, or at least trying to steal some position away. Or like towards Big Bird, I should say. Activation off of the fireball, big confirm. Critical arc. You're dead. You're hella dead, I think. Nope. Hold on.
One touch away. Even with that lowered health this season. Oh! Nothing off of that. The target combo into the Oki. He gets the knockdown.
It's too far to continue the combo. Big Bird knew it.
Optimal loop.
My God, just run in front of his face like that. Angrybird striking first blood here between the two. The battle of the brothers. Game number 1 going to Angrybird. I gotta say, it was pretty damn close. We're starting to see the skill levels certainly match up to the degree of how they've both been performing pretty much this year in and outside of CPTs. These guys have been the most dominant players to come from the Middle East, and we're starting to see the potential of both being put to the test.
Dominant players in the Middle East, also dominant players in the world, to be honest. Top spot out here. DP to make him drop, did it raw in the back throw put him in that corner position. Can tailor-made just put you in the corner, all these confirms and these throws and things like that. Trying to make it a wrap. Close range fireball. Ooh, did not activate. Big Bird. Unfortunately, going to pay for that.
Oh. Now we see the fireballs coming in more into play. Angrybird taking the initiative because of the fact that he's further out, but it's primarily because he has this life lead, right? Low forward into the DP again. Nice and easy. Walk back stutter step. Low forward exposed against Big Bird. Another round on the board for the Angry one.
Angrybird looking breezy right now. And now the back heavy kick off the table with the crouch medium kick. I love these options from Angrybird, not the turd, to use these spots. They are getting stuffed, and that medium kick is getting stuffed like a turkey.
We can't be skipping Halloween, though. We see a lot of scary jump scares coming in from Angrybird via the low medium kick, right? We got to get through. We're going to get it through 1 month at a time. Here we go. Angrybird now firing away. We see a similar position with that life lead, throwing out some of the fireballs to check Big Bird. And now it's up to Big Bird to get it confirmed. But it's not going to be anywhere near that set roundhouse. He's going to get a little bit closer than that.
He's shifting the brakes. There's a better way. And the fadeaway was able to light kick, but we'll just get the DP either way. Angrybird up 2 in the winner side of things. And you know what to do. Only needs 1 more to take this tournament.
He's trying to finish things up quickly. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a sense of urgency from the side of Big Bird, more so from Angrybird. Like, we see him kind of running into some of these low medium kicks a lot, like majority of these matches, right? I wonder what it is about Angrybird that's keeping Big Bird so, like, hypnotized by his placement, like, or his movement, right? Like, Big Bird is thinking, oh, I can move on in here, but he's getting clipped so many times moving forward.
This could be it. Angrybird feeling real confident. Big Bird, I can go back to that style where he slowly routes up the momentum. He goes for the punish. I love that from Angrybird. Bring that butt off the table and another confirm into the DP. Back throw.
Now he gets to play the life lead again. Yeah, resetting the timing for the fireball. I do like that from Big Bird, but now he gets himself stuck in this corner. Low forward fireball, nice and easy. There's the bigger confirm from Angrybird. Forward throw. Watch out now.
Stutter step with the Lion Breaker. Wants to find that on-hit situation. Backs up. Looking for that activation. Fears.
He can get a whiff punish. Instead, a whiff punish comes from the side of Big Bird. Instead, eats a back throw as well. Here comes the Chaser alive to you. Man, Angrybird. No fear in his heart, and I get it. Look at that. Tournament point on the line. Will Angrybird succeed into getting to Capcom Cup for the 2nd year in a row?
He's definitely on track to do so. Look at how he plays with these ranges. This could be a punish. Heavy Tatsu. Yes, sir. The light one in the GP.
Jesus.
Corner carry. Things are getting scary.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's getting hairy. EXDP. Stuns rising.
Call the coroner. We might see a dead body early. Angrybird looking forward to taking that spot into Capcom Cup with the way he's been playing. Sweep with a whip punish. Back dash from Big Bird, preventing the throw.
Careful now. He's confirms DP. Can't let that fly for free. Nice interruption from Angrybird.
Uh-oh.
Counter.
Seeing signs of life. Big Bird. Don't call him out yet.
EXDP. Angrybird is going to take CPT Middle East.
Angrybird is truly your champion again, taking it down against Big Bird in a very convincing fashion. 3-0 again.
Again
and again. Jesus. Yo, Angrybird showing complete dominance. Who is the superior bird? It truly is the Angrybird. Let's take a look at the replay, man. There's a lot to be said about it, right? I think majority of the time, Angrybird has kept Big Bird within that low medium kick range, and Big Bird been trying to, get himself to block, like walk and block a lot of these things, but it's so difficult to do because it's at a flash, really. That low medium kick is so fast.
It's so nasty. And he's got the other buttons too. Standing light kick, fierce and things like that. And the corner carry, he makes the most of these situations as much as possible. And then he puts the other buttons on the table. Beat shifting also, utilizing the new mechanics of this game to get punishes, to keep him outside the corner, where Luke will have to harass with medium kick, medium punch, and things like that. Man, Angrybird shoring up his gameplay, making it a lot better. What we've seen from years upon years, still keeping that same sort of energy with that aggression, but also scaling back when need be and being defensive when need be. This is the Angrybird we love to see.
Oh my God, and again, Angrybird pretty much showing out all the stops. I gotta say, man, there have been so many instances where Angrybird was completely unpredictable on Wake Up, but even outside of that, right, the neutral game has just been so potent, right? You're looking for the 101 breakdown of how to play Ken. This is it right here.